All of my money was just stolen. Today I was the victim of phone fraud.
Where are you sending it to?
I'm sending it to Elon Musk.
Bro, how the fuck are people still scamming? Bro, like that shit is so fucking weird.
All right, so today we're diving into all the different scams that seem to be everywhere these days. We've got the crypto ones, the investment schemes, the social media traps, and a whole bunch of others that keep getting smarter about how they reel people in. I'll keep this intro short because there's a ton to get through today, plus I want to get to your comments from the last few videos. So if you'd like a shout out in an upcoming video, drop a comment down below. But for now, let's get straight in to one of the wildest stories I've come across yet.
Bro, how the fuck are people still scamming? That shit is so fucking weird. Like, this dude added me on fucking Instagram talking about, like, flips and shit and me not knowing any better. I have a fucking 1-year-old son, like, barely even making it. And then this dude's like, oh, I'll drop, like, send me $98. It's usually $100, but I'll do $98 because I told him my situation. Me being naive and talking about I'm not gonna scam you. And I've been scammed before in the past, mind. So then this dude is like, just send me the money and I'll drop for you. And I'm like, okay, cool, bet. He's like, just send me my 50. So I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna send you your 50. I'm not gonna run off. Like, long fucking story short, bro, when this nigga was about to drop, the shit was talking about pending. And he's like, oh, you have to send $100 fucking dollars. I'm like, bro, I don't got $100 fucking dollars to be sending. Like, that was my last $98. And I don't give a fuck if it was $50, $1, bro. All my money goes to my fucking son. And this shit is so crazy because how are people just out here scamming people knowing, like, everything is high. And, like, life is too hard right now for people to be fucking, like, playing with people. Oh, my God, bro. I cannot believe it. So then I'm like, bro, can you just send me back my money? Can you just send me back the $98? And the dude was like, no, if you can get $50 instead of $100. Like, I have nobody to help me. I have nobody to send me money. Like, I can't just ask people to send me money. Like, I do everything on my own. Like, I take care of my son myself. Like, he's like, oh, I'm sorry, bro. I'm really sorry. And then proceeds to block me on Instagram and then blocks me on fucking Telegram. Like, bro, like, people are so fucking weird. Like, wow, like, people do shit so we can, like, be able to pay bills and everything in times are tough. But to be scamming people, especially when people got kids, bro, that shit is weird. Like, why y'all out here scamming people? Like, y'all need to stop that shit right now. Because that's all I have fucking left, bro. And then this dude, dead ass, had the nerve to run off with my fucking money saying I'm not gonna run off. And proceeds to fucking block me, bro. Like, I cannot believe this shit. The moral of the story is don't trust nobody. Do not trust nobody. Don't trust nobody, bro. Cause no, bro. Just don't do it.
Today was one of the roughest days I've ever had. My father, he's 67 years old. He worked as a veterinarian for 40 years, loves animals, super passionate about helping animals. My great-grandfather worked for 40 years, long hours for 40 years as a veterinarian. He was just scammed out of his life savings, just under 400 grand. I can't even believe it. He was giving me a ride down the street today, and, you know, we were just chatting. He asked how I was doing. I asked how he was doing, and he kind of hesitated a little bit. Eventually, I got him to open up. Kind of tell me what was stressing him out. I could tell something was stressing him out. And he said his identity had been stolen and that the IRS and the FBI were helping him to recover his identity and protect him from the downfalls of having your identity stolen. He continued to tell me that these scammers told him that the only way to protect his money, he had saved up a large retirement for himself. The only way to protect that money from these people, supposed people who had stolen his identity, were to liquidate all of his assets, buy gold bars, and hand these gold bars off to some people, some strangers who claim they're from the government, put it in a special account, and then once his identity has been protected, he'll get that money back. He did it. He emptied out his entire savings. 67, that's not the oldest person ever, but my father is tired. He's got some health issues. He is not fully capable of protecting himself, especially from online scams, things that test your mental. He's really no match for that. So he did it. He emptied out his entire life savings, just under 400 grand. He bought gold bars, and people came to his house and he handed them the gold bars, his entire savings worth of gold bars. That might have been 2 days ago now, 3 days ago. And he's just telling me now, but apparently he's been in contact with these people for 3 weeks, 3 or so weeks. I am just heartbroken for my father. We're taking steps with the FBI, with local police. I want to know, has anybody else dealt with this type of scam, with an elderly parent, with anyone? This gold bars scam. Your identity has been stolen, so you need to take everything you own, liquidate it, and turn it into gold bars and give it to us, and we'll keep it safe for you and give it back to you later. Has anybody else dealt with this? Any support would definitely be appreciated, guys. Thank you so much.
All of my money was just stolen. Today I was the victim of phone fraud. Somebody called saying that they were from my bank, from the fraud department of my credit card, that there were fraudulent charges on my card. He asked to verify, he verified them, asked me if I did them, and I said no, and then he said, okay, I'm gonna cancel your card right away, like, I'm gonna help you out, don't worry about it. He somehow already had access to, like, see my transactions on that card, so he went through, like, the most recent ones, and asked me, like, is this legitimate, is this legitimate? I was like, yes, like, that I know. And then he somehow got access to, I didn't give him any passwords, nothing. He, like, already had stuff. He just asked me for, like, normal verification questions. And he was somehow able to access my account, and he wiped my checking and my savings clean. I reported it to BMO fraud, and I'm going to the police station now to report it as well. Just be so careful when people call you. Please, just be careful.
Don't worry guys, I'm currently stranded on the beach right now because this company scammed us for a little bonfire action that we were doing to send Mia away of her bachelorette. Seriously, this was crazy. Like, we booked this bonfire. It was, good amount of money, and we get to this beach access and they're over here like not responding to anything whatsoever.
The s'mores were delicious.
No, yeah. It was supposed to be like s'mores, tiki's, everything. I have no clue. But yeah, it was supposed to be super fun.
This is what I look like when the bonfire leaves me hanging.
Yeah. We tried calling them and it's like, sorry, we are closed. I'm like, you told us to meet here 7:30. Like, what's going on? And this other group, like, over there also had the same thing happen to them. So we're like, oh, did we get scammed? But then we're like, oh, we look at an invoice. I'm like, what can we do here? But the company's called Beach Bonfires 30A, just FYI. But on the website, what's the website called?
Gulf Coast Bonfires.
Gulf Coast Bonfires is their website. I have no clue. But yes, it's so fun. Yay. Sorry, I keep flipping you because I legit do not know where I'm walking. Bye.
So this is a really embarrassing post, but I was scammed and I don't know what to do. I feel stupid. I've always thought that I was too smart to be scammed. Like, I'm smarter than the scammer. I was not. I got wrapped up. We are moving. And I wanted to buy some small little farm animals for my grandbabies to have, like a petting zoo type thing. Little Nigerian dwarf goats and some little mini cows. Okay. The cost should have red flag triggered me. And I kept praying to God that this lady was not scamming me. And I don't even know if legally I can say their name or their company. I was scammed. If you've been scammed, let me know what I'm supposed to do. Like, I don't even know what to do. And I feel so stupid, like I could cry. And I'm being serious. So comment below. Let me know what to do. What do I do when you're scammed? I mean, do I just suck it up and lose the money? Or is there anything that I can do?
You guys, these scams are legit. Has anybody experienced this besides me? Okay, so I got this check in the mail, addressed in like FedEx envelope to the company. Came to my rental property, which is the address on the business. And so when I tell you, here is the check. It is for $4,900, okay? $4,900. And it was for a corporate rental of one of my rental properties, vacation hosting properties. And when I got it and opened it up, I went straight to the bank. As I walked into the bank, the personal banker was like laughing. He saw me walk in with the envelope and was like, I already know. And I'm like, I just need to know if this is legit. Should I not deposit this check? It's a good solid rental amount for one of my properties, and I want to make sure that like I'm not screwing my company or my client over. Is it real? And he's laughing, and I'm like, what's so funny about this? He's like, no, this is a common scam. And I was like, they're getting super creative. I've heard of the Zelle scam, I've seen like the email scams, but to send me like certified mail, priority mail with a check in it, I'm like, what the heck are they going to think of next as a way to scam? If they are working this hard to make a couple bucks and people are believing it, why wouldn't you work this hard to make your own money a legitimate way? Like, it doesn't make sense to me. They had to fight to find my company information that I then keep private within another company. So how they got all this and sent me a legitimate check, which will obviously bounce, is beyond me. Has anybody else gotten this check scam with the FedEx? Let me know.
I got scammed and lost everything. Let me tell you guys what happened, and let me know what I did wrong or how I could have handled this any differently. So this was a few months back, but I'd been job hunting for almost a year. The market was tough. I had interview after interview, not getting a call back. I sent out probably 500 applications. I was just rock bottom. And then I had a recruiter reach out. I was excited, but I wasn't hopeful because I've reached out before and nothing really ever happened. This recruiter sent me a job. It was almost double what I was already making. Flexible schedule, work from home 3 days, like pretty much everything I was looking for. He set up a Zoom interview, and after 3 long interviews, I accepted the position. He sent me my onboarding papers, I did my background check. They mailed me my company laptop and my monitors. I had already left my previous job, and for the first week at the new company, in the field I'm in, it's pretty much all trainings and modules and compliance information, so I was just grinding through all that. I finally finished my last compliance manual, and I got an email saying, fresh start tomorrow, are you ready? I'm not thinking anything of it. Well, actually I'm thinking, awesome, I finished my modules, I can actually start doing my job now. Next day comes and I go to log on, and everything's gone. There's no website, there's no login, I'm not getting any of my emails, and then my laptop just goes black. I'm panicking at this point, so I'm like, oh my god, my laptop must have died. I go to plug it in, nothing, black. It's completely wiped. I called the number, line disconnected, so I don't know what to do at this point. I'm freaking out. I call the cops. I try to explain to them what happened, and they asked me to come down to give a report. I do. And the investigator said this is the 70th call they've had this month about it. They said they've been tracking hackers and scammers who've been running fake recruiting and fake interviews to collect data. Ask them what they could do about it, and they say, listen, we can't do anything until we find the guys. I'm sitting in that police station, no longer have a job. I currently have no one to sue. I just gave my social, my bank info, everything to these people. I put a lock on all my cards. I called the bank to tell them what happened, to block any transfers, not let me do anything unless it's in person. And this is almost a year later, and they've never found them. Every single day, I check. Do I still have my money? Has any loans been taken out? Anything. I don't know how I got tricked like this, but let me know what I did wrong or how I missed this.
Okay, so I admit it, I got scammed.
I ordered a mystery box from this company. It goes by a couple of different names, and who knows, maybe more. One of them is Delight Trading Company, and the other is Fun Rhapsody Family. Well, I've ordered mystery boxes before, and even though maybe some of the items in it maybe was not what I expected, guess what? You get what you get. And I'm okay with that. And I ordered not one, but 2 of their extra large mystery boxes. Now keep that in mind, extra large mystery boxes. They were supposed to have, I don't know how many pieces, 24 to 32 or something like that many pieces. Not exactly sure of the exact amount. But I want to show you what I've got, okay? This, and I'm going to do a comparison. Well, this is my hand. I'm going to do a comparison to the box that it should have looked like, in size that is. I never got the second box. And when I reached out to the company, their excuse was, oh, we put both boxes into this box to save on their carbon footprint. Want to see what's inside? Let me just show you. This little smartwatch band. These little cleaning cloths. 3-in-1 charger. Little, if you can see it, little earbuds. And then lastly, noise canceling headphones. That's it. That's not even as many items that should have been in one box, much less 2. And do you see this box underneath it? That's about the size and dimension that it should have been, but there's the box. So just an FYI, check off Fun Rhapsody Family and Delight Trading. Do not order from them. It's a pain to get a hold of them, number one, and they're not going to resolve your issue. They're going to be excuses. I did order with PayPal, so I have put a complaint into PayPal, and I'll let you know what PayPal does about a refund. I don't mind returning that box. I'll return that box on my own dime, but I want my money back. Now tell me, have any of you experienced the same thing with these 2 companies? Because I've ordered from many other companies before and nothing like this with a mystery box.
I think I am getting scammed. I just watched a video that is doing numbers where this person, rightfully so, was complaining about how much his mortgage payment with property taxes is because it recently went up. I'll show you how much. So here's his new payment, which was like a $700 and some increase from his last month. And of course all the comments were like, wow, that's insane, that's crazy, I can't believe how much it was. Do you guys want to know what my property taxes are? Just take a guess before I reveal it to you in the comments. Leave your guess below. What do you think my annual cost is for property taxes alone? About $16,000 or $17,000. And this place that I'm referring to has no land. Several hours from the nearest city. Not a big town. Yeah, I'm not exaggerating. 16 to 17 grand. When I'm reading that, I'm like, I wish I paid a few $1,000s annually. You are lucky. No shade to this guy. He has every right to complain along with everyone else because taxes are absolutely out of control, but like, I wish mine were that cheap.
Good. Okay, my name is Joanne. I'm 73 years old, and lo and behold, I was the victim of a cryptocurrency scam. And the funny part is that I am not the most tech savvy person in the world. Not at all. So that's what's even amazing, that I must have opened 6 wallets, a couple pay platforms, I don't even know. But I was scammed very bad by somebody who said that they were Elon Musk. And believe it or not, the guy was really good. I fell for it hook, line, and sinker. I thought I was investing in a Tesla investment platform, and it showed where I double, triple my money, you know, and I wanted to get a little bit of money for a nest egg, being my husband and I are on Social Security, and he's, in a wheelchair. And so I fell for it, hook, line, and sinker. Bottom line is I was scammed out of almost $80,000. Everything, basically, that we had. And I amazed myself as to how I managed this. This is how good the guy was, working with me for hours at a time to put this into this and this into that wallet and so forth and so on. And obviously I put it all right into his pocket. Okay? So please don't fall for anybody claiming they're this one or that one or the other one. I was so convinced that this was real. I mean, my daughter tried to warn me, don't fall for this, Mom. Don't fall for that one. I'm like, oh, I won't. I thought I didn't until I did. And I purposely didn't tell her. Of course, she could have probably saved me 3/4 of the money because I was so convinced that this was legitimate and for real. And I was going to show her, look, I made all this money. Okay, well, I made nothing, and I'm certainly not happy now. Maybe my story can help one other person. It'll be worth it.
Where are you sending it to? I'm sending it to Elon Musk.
Like, how long have you known him?
Y'all go out? No.
Have you ever met him?
No.
Have you ever met him?
Yes.
Like in person, face to face?
In person.
Oh,
Him?
oh.
Yes.
Okay.
Let me see.
All of this.
Oh no.
No, honey. Yes. You're getting scammed. Block him. Block him.
That's what I'm sure he's gonna do.
He's picking me up here in a short while. Well, you can give him cash.
Maybe Uber.
I pay cash. I'm sorry, I don't understand.
I'm sorry too. Please don't send no more money to Elon.
Okay.
Okay.
Don't
No
send
more
any
money.
Okay.
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 Amazon, you can't tell me that if I put $25 worth of items into the cart, you're going to deliver overnight between 4 a.m. and 8 a.m. and then not deliver. When you knew I could have just gotten my one item that I wanted at $16 and I would have waited the 2 days for shipping. But since you're like, hey, just add a little bit more, you'll get it even faster, but then you don't deliver it as fast as you say that you are, I feel like you bamboozled me. You're like, hey, buy more stuff, you'll get it faster. But I don't. I would have gotten the same exact day that if I just would have ordered the one item. I try to explain that to customer service, like the little bots don't understand.
Hey TikTok, I got scammed on Scoop Talk and I am gonna prevent you guys from the thing that happened to me. So I found a luxury goods scoop, the kind that has like Dior bags, Louis Vuitton. They're all knockoffs, obviously. We can have the conversation between legit goods and knockoffs and, you know, industry talks, please, later, because yes, that's a very important discussion to have. But I personally am not paying $5,000 for a bag that if it gets ruined, I'm devastated about. I want a $100 bag that kind of looks like it and is good enough. But that's just me. So I spent $500. Immediately I get a text message and it's from Bag Lady 0007. Now, I'm not good at editing. I don't know how to do any of that. So what I'm going to do is create a slideshow so you guys can see like us talking and what happened. First, she's like, it's $70 additional to talk to Ada. Now, I had already paid $500. So I paid the $70 on Cash App to a lady named Alyssa Morrow. ALYSA MORROW, and if you see her in any of your anything, she is a scammer. Do not give her your money. Now, there's plenty of Alyssa Morrows probably in the world, but this one, you would know. So then she's like, it's $250 shipping overnight FedEx. And I say, show me a picture that you're at FedEx and I will pay it through PayPal. So she's like, but it has to be friends and family, not goods and services. And I'm already like, fuck, but I'm thinking it's luxury goods. That's why, because they're fake, they're illegal. You're not supposed to have it, blah, blah, blah. So I pay the $250. She sends me a picture, which of course I did not mirror image in the moment, but it was a stock image photo. Then she's like, it's an addition. So then she says, I'll send you tracking the next day. And tells me all the things I'm getting, right? Chanel bag, everything Chanel, blah, 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 blah. And then she called the next day when I'm supposed to get tracking. I say, do you have my tracking? She says, it will be another $400 for tracking. I said, you're out of your fucking mind. She said, if you want your stuff, that's how it is. And I said, no, that's called extortion. You're extorting me. And so now I started to get nasty back and started saying things like, I'm a witch. I'm going to curse you. I'm going to hex your family. I'm like, you messed with the wrong person. I have all the time in the world to find you, which I'm not good at. I need somebody to find her. I'm sure the picture she has on her site is not actually her and her kid. But I just want you guys to be aware that Ada Luxury Scoops is legit. I did get my box. Ada did contact me, and I am going to do an unboxing, and it is amazing. Amazing, the things that I got. I love it so much, and I'm so happy, and I want you guys to work with Ada if you want a fake Louis Vuitton, some bag chains, a Chanel, a Dior, a Gucci, then yeah, I want you to go to Ada Luxury Scoops. But the key is you go to Billy and Ada's business page. It is the only place they will do business with you. The only one. And many people have made Ada Luxury Scoops fake pages. So you go to Ada and Billy. You show her the receipt from top tier bags that you bought your scoops, whatever you're going to do. And then you wait for Ada to contact you through Ada and Billy. She's very fast. She will contact you in a day or two. And then you will play the game with her. She will show you exactly what you're getting. And in 2 weeks, my first box is already here. Plus, because I got scammed, she sent me a bunch of really cute extra stuff. So I would promote the shit out of her. And I talked voice to voice over the phone, and I could match it. And legit, she's wonderful. She's the sweetest lady to work with. She's kind. Her staff is really good. So yes, if you want to do this, I can show you how and exactly how to do it safely. But don't get scammed like I did. I love you guys. Stay safe. And you know what? $500. I lost $500 in this process. And I paid $500 additional dollars to Ada. So $1,000 was my lesson on this. But I do believe this. When we get scammed, when stuff like this happens, I believe in flow. I believe in giving stuff to people. I always am dragging people in my house. Let's do these earrings and this shawl and this wrap. I give it to people because if it gets destroyed, I expect that could be a possibility. I would never lend anything that is like my wedding ring or something incredibly precious to me. So again, yes, $500 is a lot of money, but it's a really good lesson learned for me to not be so impulsive when it comes to something I want, to recognize to slow down when I need to, when I'm buying stuff, and to be a little more mature in the process of things. So I also have learned a very valuable lesson in this. I hope you all have a wonderful, almost July. My best friend's going to be here on the 6th through the 11th. I can't wait. I love you guys. Bye.
Something tells me we've all found ourselves in a spot like this at some point, whether it happened to us directly or to someone we know. If that sounds familiar, go ahead and share your story in the comments. It just might be the thing that keeps someone else from falling for the same trick. That's everything I had for you today. Hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, give it a like.